Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you Kang World Boss Legend. Easily one of the most badass pieces of content we've ever gotten in this game, and I say that with zero hype or clickbait or hyperbole. The music alone gets me so excited for this fight. And then the fight itself is one of the best pieces of content the devs have ever created, but let me show you instead of telling you. So we start off the fight pretty straightforward. Kang's got some attacks, okay, fairly easy to dodge. He actually only has one purple move that you'll see a little bit later, where he comes, you know, from the sky and he blasts up. He summons a bunch of clones here and he Kang bangs you, and then he tries to Kang bang you again. Just gotta dodge that, and then he just goes right back to his same old strategy. Once you get him down to about 40 bars, here's where the fun starts. He's gonna go to the middle of the arena. Oh, he makes this pretty cool ball. All right, go to the middle of the arena, brother. It's Kang. Oh, there's the purple attack. Nice. He's gonna go to the middle of the arena and he's gonna create this like shockwave effect. We're actually just gonna push him to the next phase before the shockwave effect, so it don't matter. Yo, we're actually pretty low health though. This music is so good, man. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. So here is the main mechanic of Kang and what makes him so fucking cool. He has one of three arenas, one of three different dimensions or realities that he's going to, actually dimensions, that he's going to teleport you into. One of them is Ebony Maw's, one of them is Apocalypse's, and one of them is Scarlet Witch. They are all exactly the same as the World Boss stages. So if you're familiar with the stages and what they look like, you'll know instantly. But it gets even cooler than that. Kang then borrows the moves from the character or the boss whose stage he's in. So if he's in Ebony stage, he's going to do moves based on Ebony. If he's in Apocalypse's stage, he does moves like Apocalypse. And of course, if he's in Scarlet Witch's stage, well, here we go. During this phase, it's going to be like Ultron and his optimization. You're not going to do any damage to a Kang, but you will be able to do damage in short bursts that will allow you to chip down his time shield. And what you can do actually during this phase, you can hit him multiple times. What you want here and what's going to work best against Kang during this phase is to have skills that have short animations or long iframes, one or the other. And either way, you want skills that have lots of lingering damage. Lingering damage is super important because it's going to allow you to keep chipping down his shield as he's doing his attacks, because he's not always in iframe for those attacks. Keep in mind that when you reset back to the realm, he not only resets your CTP if you've been charging up a Mighty or a Brilliant, but he also resets your tier 3 charge. Now, I don't know if that's intentional or not, but it is something that happens. Once you push him to 24 bars, he's gonna summon a variant from another dimension. Now it gets a little bit spicier because they're both attacking you at the same time, but it's still not too crazy until we get, of course, to higher levels, or if you don't have a lot of HP on your main characters. But once we get him down to 8 bars, he gets a few more purple attacks. He gets some attacks that suck you in. But it really is when you get down to 8 bars, he gets invincible, just like Ultron. And this is where the real fun begins. He summons all of the variants, and that portal is so cool. And now variants just start popping up from every direction, doing lots of different attacks. And at the same time, he's going to be charging up. So this is just like Null, where that final bar, that purple bar, if it runs out, it's over for you. So this is a really cool fight with some absolutely banger music that really, to me, feels like a culmination of all the other world bosses, right? In the beginning, he has some basic attacks and dashes and slashes, which feels a lot like Gore. Then you go into another dimension, right? He has that beam phase where he summons a bunch of Kangs to Kang bang you. That kind of feels actually like Thanos when he gets Corvus and Proxima to attack you during that phase of his World Boss Ultimate. Remember this attack from Thanos featuring Corvus and Proxima? The beams, and then the bigger attack from Corvus here feels a lot like the attack from all those Kangs. Or better yet, the cable attack where he does a bunch of purple lines, exactly like Kang. Okay, so you get the point. Kang is basically a combination of almost every other world boss in one way or another, which feels really cool, especially for veterans of the game who have been playing through each of these bosses, you know, month after month, year after year. We have all of this memory tucked away inside our brains. So when we fight against Kang, it feels new, but it somehow feels familiar at the same time, which is honestly such an amazing feeling. And really is not something that I expected them to be able to pull off in this game after more than 8 years now. It's pretty nuts. So I really want to give a massive shout out to the devs. They made this game mode they really surprised me. They really made a game mode that I thought had nothing left to offer in the way of novelty, something brand new. And so I really got to give them a massive amount of credit for that, because this is huge. Let's see what dimension we go to this time. We're going to hit up. Ooh, Ebony. Okay, I love this one because it's quite different than the others. He only has 2 attacks here, but the attacks actually relate to one another. So he's going to first drop some meteors, just like Ebony does. These meteors are a little bit trickier because they actually will sort of taunt and gather your attention. And then he's going to attack you, and you can actually block his attacks with the meteors. How cool is that? Look at that. Isn't that sick? And that's actually kind of what you're supposed to do. You want them out of the way so that there's nothing occupying your targeting, so that you can keep hitting Kang when he goes back to the center and resets, and you sort of just rinse and repeat this combo. So there's actually 3 different sets of pretty straightforward attack patterns, but unique in their own right, that you have to memorize if you're really going to beat Kang. You can't touch these meters as well. As you can see, they do damage and they do knock you back, and they can put you in a pretty vulnerable position if you're not careful. But yeah, man, I absolutely love this. Now, for tips against Kang, as always, characters that are tanky are going to do really well. Kang hits really hard. Another thing you can do is position yourself towards the back of the arena, like I just did there when he goes to the top, because he's going to dash after every phase change. Every time there's a phase change, he goes through a dash. So, being able to manipulate that instead of having him dash to the center, like here again, we're going to go over here. So he's just going to dash into us, or we're sort of to the side, but still, he sort of stays within the realm of our AoE rather than going really far the way that Gore does. And his arena is actually pretty small, so you can take advantage of that, knowing what he's going to do. Now, another thing you can do is use a character like Magneto. Well, not like Magneto, exactly Magneto. Magneto deals extra damage to humans. And, you guessed it, what's his name? Kang is a universal human. So you can use either Ebony Maw, or you can use Magneto to get an advantage versus Kang in one way or another. Magneto obviously does a ton more damage to humans, so you have that going for you. Whereas Ebony, with his newest uniform, has that, and I think his other uniform has increased damage dealt to universals and decreased damage received from universals. Besides those sort of general and specific tips, of course, characters that have V-Pad abilities are really good because you can maneuver around while you're attacking, like Black Bolt. And then, of course, characters that have lots of healing, because, trust me, you're going to need it. Let me show you one final one on the highest stage I've done so far, which is stage 12. Keep in mind that the requirements do start with Supervillain, which is pretty interesting. And the character you're going to need on stage 9 to unlock stage 10 is Vulture. So good luck carrying Vulture through. But let's just finish this one off here. We're going to use no strikers again because I want you guys to see how cool the fight looks. But I'm going to show you just how well Thanos performs here, both offensively and defensively. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Always starts with the dash. Let's go and crush this. Yes, sir. Okay, he always will do a phase shift at around 52 or 51 bars, depending on how much damage you deal, and then he'll go for the double Kang Bang. You can actually attack him during this phase, so if you can tank those attacks, you can get off a bunch of extra damage. And then he's going to interrupt you again at 40 bars, but he doesn't interrupt for very long, and he's targetable again. So you can punish him during this blast wave phase. Oh, Thanos died. Oh, yeah, you just have to be careful. Wow. Here we go, boys. Thanos, the big bad of phase 1 through 4, or 3 or whatever, versus Kang. Supposedly the big bad at the end of the road waiting for us in the MCU right now. How are they going to stack up? Let's see here. All right, we're getting the Kang Bang. Nice. Nice. Okay, we might have to dodge it this time around. It's not too bad to dodge. You just got to be very careful. I decide the fate of all, even time and space, is what he says there. Pretty sick. All right, where are we going? Hey, we're going back to Ebony. Schmebony. No Apocalypse just yet. Okay, nice. You can auto attack. It's just it's not as effective as it is versus Ultron. Oh yeah. Man, this music alone is worth the price of admission. Crazy. Nice. We're in the next phase. Sick. Okay, we only have to do one phase of meteors. All right, all right, all right. He reset my shit. All right, you're gonna dash, brother. Thanos tanks it. Ooh, I'm low health now. Damn. That purple attack, it's like Gore's when he pops up. That shit hurts, man. That hurts. Oh, where did he go? You running away from me, Kang? Don't run, brother. Gotta get hit to heal. Hey, there we go. Tornado's good for something. That looks so sick. Not gonna get tired of that. Not gonna get tired of that. Pop off here with... And we done. Hey, and it's a wrap. Woo! Such a good world boss. I feel so much more hype about this one than I did about Jeet 6 months ago. Maybe this is the last world boss legend. I don't know, but it's by far the best I've ever seen. And that's saying a lot considering there were 5 more before it. So hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of Kang, a world boss legend. Thank you so much for watching. Smash the like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.